Flips.Finance, NFT tools and analytics. Hello there. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the sniper function on Flips.Finance Pro. So you open up Pro, this is the dashboard that you see. We're going to use RectGuy as the example collection. And if we click on Sniper over here, the first screen that you see shows you a list of all the different traits. So we have background, outline, hoodie, etc. You even have trait count over here, and then you have this chart here which shows you all the different listings, and this is ranked by rarity. So the lower the number, the more rare the item is, and vice versa. So as you can see, the highest listing is actually at the most rarest, and you can see this kind of like top left, bottom right trend line. It's not so clear for this collection, but I'm sure it's prevalent across others. You can also click on distribution, and if I just click one of these here to get this chart up, over here we're hiding x-axis. Let me show the x-axis labels. So these are all the different traits within the bottle category here. So here I select bottle, maybe I'll select liquid. You can see these are all the different traits here. Let's why don't we go with eyes? I think eyes is a nice one to look at. So what this tells you here is on the left hand side you have the tokens with this trait. So it shows you that the majority of tokens within this category, within eyes, actually don't have an eye trait. I think about 6,500 of them, and then the rest of them here do. If you hover over each one, it will actually show you the amount that's listed. So over here you can see there's 18 rect guys that have no eye trait that are listed. Over here, if you go to this one here, sun eyes, you can see there's 9 that are listed. So you can hover over each one, and it tells you the amount listed per trait within that category. The blue dots over here, that tells you the floor price within each trait. So it tells you the cheapest one. So I don't know, let's go to, for example, something like big shades over here. You can see the floor price is 0.34. You can see the floor price actually is higher for the ones that are rarer. So you can see this top bottom left to top right trend line here, which shows you, and as you'd expect, the more rare items having higher floor prices. And the last thing we have here is the gap. So this tells you the price between the first and second cheapest listing. So the gap actually tends to widen for those that are actually rarer because there are fewer items in that collection. So for example, in this one here, there are only 27 tokens that have blue beams as the trait. The floor price there is 3.88, but the price gap is 0.8. That's the highest price gap. So once that one sells, it actually jumps to around 4.68. This is interesting because the higher the gap is, the greater the impact your trade is going to have on the floor price within that actual trade. So I think that's an interesting data point to look at. So now let's say you actually want to act on that. So you've seen that the price gap here for blue beams is 0.8. What you can actually do is go over to the feed section, and you can add that trait. So let's go here, let's go to eyes, and then let's click blue beams. And this is going to bring up for you all the existing blue beams listing. And you can go over to here, you can click buy. So you can see if you buy this one here, the floor gaps up to 4.69. And if you traded that one, the gap would actually increase here to around 94.31 ETH, right? Because the next cheapest one is actually 100 ETH. So if you bought these two, you can see like how big of a price impact that has. So yeah, you can like pull up the ones here by going to feed. You can click buy. It will take you to OpenSea, and then you can actually transact from there. And I'll close out of that. We go back to this page here, and yeah, that's how to use the sniper function on Flips.Finance Pro. Thank you for listening. Head over to www.flips.finance to find out more.